Alright, it's time for another devlog. I believe this is number 7 for RAMMBOK. I'm Hybrid Mink, or Nick at this point. Call me what you like. I went to this video thinking, man, it's going to be a short one. I haven't really done a whole lot this month. But it turns out I've actually done a ton of stuff, just all across the board. A lot of stuff that I had written down to do later. Tackled a lot of that. Those things broke other things. But I still managed to get a lot done. And I don't want you to have to listen to me for too long without looking at something. So, hey. Let's start right here with the ship. Originally, the ship, the RAMMBOK, was too big, so I scaled it down to 90%, and I wrote, someday, I'm going to have to re-export all those sprites, and sure enough, this was the time. So, while I was doing that, I made it a little grittier. It's got a little bit of texture on there, didn't have that before. We're also listening to a song by Gamma, did for my tutorial level. Thank you very much, Gamma. But yeah, I also incorporated an on-ship UI, because, people they don't always know if they have meter. But the way meter changed, I will get into later. But hey, you can see this is what the RAMMBOK looks like now. And I'm pretty happy with a little bit of grit. Goes in line with the feel of the game. I'm going to jump in and play a little bit, and then I'll probably talk about stuff later, because there's a lot of little things, and it would be boring if I just listed them off. So, let's jump in. First things first, you might notice, we have a little button here, press RAM to skip to the boss. So now instead of debug, I can just go right to the boss if I want. But let's just go into the game. And then we'll full screen it right away. This is still really loud. Loading is not ideal right now. Alright, so first thing you might notice is I put a little thing on the right, how to play, because I want people to be able to know what they're doing. I'm not going to that, but you can read it or pause if you want. You can also see, if you hide me, the number is now replaced by a rank. We go from D to, well, you'll see. Chain is tracked separately. Multiplier is separate as well. And I lied. I said I was just going to play, but, yeah, let's just play. So, yes, you might have seen this situation. We're still in level 1. But you might notice the UI on the ship, as I mentioned. If we hit something, we get a little bit of sparks and a very slightly subtle little mark under your ship. Alright, so now we have 2. I'm in debug slowdown, by the way. This is not normally slowing down like that. And you can see in the bottom left, the rank meter is going up. We're already at C. The higher your rank goes, the bigger your pulse is. That's nothing new there. And yeah, you can see... see, that's the problem, but we'll get to that later. If you miss your burst, you get a freebie now. Before, you might, like the little meter up here, up top left, it used to go up and down as you play. Now, we got these 3 segments, so I got those 3 little orbs when I died. Full shield. And if I take a hit, it just auto-bursts, you don't lose a life. I'm looking at the camera as if the camera's actually on. There we go. Ooh, that's loud, I gotta fix that. But yeah, the on-ship UI, the auto burst, and also... you can't interact with things on the ground anymore. Before you could, now you can. That was the original plan, and I just kind of went back to it because I didn't like how it was. Yep. I have this little debug thing right here. It lets me get my full meter if I need it. Obviously, that won't be in the Fall game. But yeah, the idea is to cancel after every hit. Let's pause here. Let's go over some of the things. We'll get to the boss later. The player, I mentioned that I rescaled the ship. Everything had to be resized, and a lot of the hitboxes and stuff were tied to that size, so I had to rescale all of those. That took a while, but it could have been worse. But now the ship looks better, I think. Ooh, I can do this. The on-ship UI I mentioned. Sprite trail adjustments. When you dash, you get a trail every time. That used to be tied to the free meter thing, where if you did a point blank on a bullet, you'd get free meter. But now, it's just reworked a bit. Mentioned the auto bomb. Particle emitters. You might notice when I hit something, we emit a bunch of little pink particles. That's just to give you an idea that you gained meter from that. There's another particle emitter I made, but that will be tied specifically to the boss fight. Let's see. Yeah, we're getting through this pretty quick. Energy reworked. It's all handled on a global. It's now 3 segments instead of an energy bar. Energy pickups, you might have noticed. I'll just take a hit, probably. There's going to be energy pickups from various places, but the main one would probably be when you die, you get 1 energy particle. You might see it over there in the right here. Wait, right here. You can pick these up, and that gives you an energy segment. And boop, that's how you get your energy back. But there's also other ways you can get it. So I had to create a pickup script. There's going to be other things you can pick up, like metals for points and whatnot. Your metal will be increased based on your rank. Kind of broke my bullets. I don't know what happened. I'm sure that's a quick fix right there, but I'm sure it's a quick fix, he says. Energy pickups, rank. So we got the bar. It's zooming in again, even though... Is it? It's not. Why is it so zoomed in? Did I tell you to zoom in? I don't know. Anyways, I'm not editing this video. We're on Halloween, the last day of October. I wanted to make sure I got this out before the end of the month. I'm not going to worry about the camera. I lost my train of thought. Energy pickups. Pickup script. Rank, yes. So let's hide me. So yeah, the rank, the way it works, before it was a chain, you would go up. And now you can see we track the chain separately, so I guess I've gotten 23 chain. You can go up to 99, but the rank only goes up about 5 places. And if you go like this, if you go to R rank instead of S, I might add an S, but I like the idea of just having an R rank. It just seems right. And then you can see like the flames. I tweaked the shaders on that too. That's very loud. I'll have to fix that. But yeah, your rank goes down, and hyper mode. I'm sorry. This basically powers up all of your moves. As we've gone back to A, you see we're back to the regular shot. But this is the regular shot during max rank. Still got to tweak the algorithm. The equation for ranking, it's not perfect, but it's similar to Devil May Cry, so think that. And I think it just feels better. It gets a sense of urgency to like keep attacking, and it forces you to get in, because like if you want this shield, you got to do this to get your shield, which I already have actually. But overall, it's still similar gameplay. Just I think it works a little bit better. That little effect around your ship, I'm probably gonna change. It's a little distracting. That still works good. I haven't tested that yet. And you might see like the points come up as you get a chain. Like you see the number of chains and the bonus that you get from it. The ram and cancel, which is when you hit something you cancel like that. That's now free. It's just you gotta hit the timing. That's the only real demand there. Gotta hit that timing. That little sound was a 1-up. I think you guys have seen a lot of this already. So yeah, the way the rank works is physical attacks deal, or they give you more meter, chain meter, rank meter. And it's just the idea is you want to keep it up as high as possible. Your multiplier goes up too. You might notice the multiplier's at 9 for A, and at rank R, it's 15. So that's how that's going to work. I'm probably going to remove this little bar here and just have the fire fill up the letter. Also, like latest Devil May Cry games. It's just, less UI to look at. I just noticed my lives are at 10. That's not supposed to happen. I'll have to fix that. I actually just tweaked the debug life up thing. I wanted to make sure that when people play it, they have plenty of lives, so they just press a button. That's a debug thing, though. Let's see. We separated the rank into different things. Determines multiplier. End of level scoring. Bonus. Multiplier affects chain bonus. Yep. Chains now to... This is a very rambly video, because I did a lot of little things, and they're all over the place. Chains now display the bonus points earned. Yes. Max rank goes into hyper mode. Like I said, when you're in hyper mode, your moves get powered up. Right now, I only have the beam in place, but it's going to be all of them. The ram will do... I'm not going to talk about them yet. I want to spoil it. But all the 4 moves, ram, dash, burst, and your laser, will all do something different based on the mode, based on you being into hyper mode. At first, this actually was a lot of reworking. I went and I made it so that when you hit max rank, you can pop... You'd have the ability to use it, and then it would turn into a meter, and it would be like a 5-second meter. It would... Oop, I'm not on camera. It'd be a 5-second meter, and it would go down, and then once it was up, you'd be back to like rank D or something. And I just didn't really like it. So yeah, I ended up doing this instead, and I think it feels and it just makes more sense, I think people are more familiar with this type of ranking system. Let's see. All 4 moves powered up. Originally, I had charge moves. It was going to be like once you hit rank 99. I guess I kind of skipped ahead. Originally, it was rank 99, and I dropped it down to 25. And I'm like, 25 feels better. But once I got down to 25, it was like, oh, well, then I pop my thing, and then I go down 5, and I go up. It was like, the back and forth just didn't feel right. So now the rank, I think, works better than that. I worked on some shaders. I worked on the beam shader. This is done with a shader right here. It's actually 2 shaders on top of each other to make the beam. And then you got like a little muzzle, a little flashy muzzle there. Did a lot of art this month. The hit spark for the beam, not super satisfied with it, but you can see how it animates there. I'm probably going to tweak it. It looks a little off because of the way the transparency works on the beam. Let's see. And I did a fire shader, which you can see in the rank right there, but it's also going to show up in the boss fight. Scrapper. When you destroy a door on the bays, you'll see that fire. I'll probably briefly show the boss before I wrap things up. And let's see. Yeah, because it was weird before. The ship's invulnerability was tied to a shader. So like when you died, it would play a shader, and then I had the invulnerability tied to that shader. I'm like, why am I doing this? I always wanted to fix it, and now I'm good enough to fix it? I don't know. Also, these bullets are not supposed to rotate like that. I will be fixing that first thing. So that's probably enough of that. Here we have the scrapper. I also made the scrapper a bit grittier. You can see a lot of grit on the head. Worked on some head animations. I don't know if I showed this last time, but we got like a particle emitter. I think I might have showed that last time. Worked on the claw. In order to get all this stuff done, I kind of put debugging aside for this guy. So there's a couple times he just stops attacking and he won't attack ever again. So I gotta fix that. But let's do that new shortcut button I added. So now I just hit A, and we'll go right to the boss. Go full screen there. And yeah, here he is. You can see at the very top of the screen, we got a bit of a change to the life meter. Still probably got to tweak it, but it's not super important right now. If I don't attack him, his attack patterns should be flawless. There should be no problems now. I think I've already gone over how to defeat this guy, so just jump right in. The beam is still only doing 1 damage, so even though it's just a little door, we're not hurting it at all. What else did I want to talk about the boss? So we got to skip to the boss, the head animations, the hurt boxes. I don't have to talk about that. Basically, I worked on the head animations and the hurt boxes. You know. Let's see if I can get a critical hit on him, and I can show you what I'm planning next. It always goes between Bay. Here's a invulnerable hit. Gets knocked back, and he sits there for a little bit. I'm pausing just to show you. So you could get in close and hit him, but, oh, this Bay is in the way. Let's just blast that out of the way. Let's get rid of this. So you can see the fire. I changed the fire effect to a bit of a layered shader there. That's how you know, like, oh, I should probably keep attacking this thing. I don't really know how much damage this thing is doing. Here we go. Boom, boom, boom. I'm going to get hit there. So now, this thing up here is exposed, so you can hit the head, but the hazard will hurt you if you get too close. So I haven't done this yet, but here, the idea is that I'm going to disable the hazard up here. So you'll be able to get in close and hit the head. But right now, he is still invulnerable. I'm surprised I can get in here. Why am I invulnerable? There we go. So yeah, that's to do next. There's a couple of janky things I need to fix. Yeah, I mean, I kind of flew through everything. I wanted to make this video as short as possible. And I think I did. So, lots of little things done this time. I don't know why I'm so close. I turned off zoom, but it zoomed in. There you go. I'll just zoom out manually. So, the plan right now is to have a playable prototype by next, like, February. I want the full first level experience, no jank for the boss, all the mechanics in place. Still got to do the rest of the hyper mode moves. Got to tweak the rank. Got a few visuals I got to do. I didn't show you, another thing I did for the boss was a massive explosion. And I just kind of finished that up yesterday. But maybe I'll save that for the next time. Maybe when I do a full playthrough of the level, we'll just go through start to finish. At this point, I don't know. You may be getting tired of this planet. Level 2 is coming up, trust me. We got a few things I got to do first. So thanks for watching the video. As always, you could head to my Patreon, patreon.com/hybridmink if you want to support development of the game. You can follow me on twitch.tv/hybridmink. I do a lot of art, and I talk about the game. I could show it to you if you just pop in. That's about it. Yeah, you can check out hybridmig.com. It has a RAMMBOK page too, where it has all these devlogs compiled into one. Or just, if you're watching this on YouTube, follow me. Give this video a like. You know what? I don't know if I ever mentioned this. Give this video a like all the good YouTubers say. Alright, that's enough of me. I'll be back next month with an update. And that's it. Goodbye.